What's up, fam? We're live. We're live. All right, I'm just gonna wait a little bit for everyone to come on live stream. But today, we are going to be talking about 3 secrets to build a muscle. Okay, 3 secrets. So I want you guys to stay with me for this live stream because I'm going to explain this very quickly in this live stream. It's not going to be a long live stream today, about 10 to 15 minutes, unless you guys have lots of questions afterwards. Again, if you guys do have any questions, feel free to interrupt me because I like it when you guys interrupt me at the same time too. I want to see you guys at the best. So ask your questions as much as possible. I'm eating a banana. That was good. Amazing. So let's go straight into it. Let's talk about 3 secrets to build a muscle. Okay. Number 1, when it comes to secrets to build a muscle, okay, is knowledge and execution of your training. Now let me explain why. When it comes to actually training, okay, and our biomechanics, hi Kuma, how are we doing? When it comes to our training and our biomechanics and how we execute a movement, we all know that brute strength is good for building muscle. It's good for execution of the movements. However, your brute strength isn't going to be the only thing that takes you there. Your mechanical tension, the way you apply your mechanical tension is number 1. So that's why it's important for you guys to understand. Hi universe, how are we doing? This is why it's important for you guys to understand how to do your exercises properly because it's important. And the knowledge and execution, meaning you guys actually gotta understand what actually it takes to build muscle. So it's not just training, okay? And this is the training part, there's training nutrition. Knowledge and execution in training, knowing how to program yourself, progressively overload, work with time and attention, okay? Work with these little things, okay? These little minute things that actually matter when you train in order to build muscle. So this is very important. That's why it's number 1 on the list, the knowledge and execution. Knowledge and execution of your nutrition plan, okay? How do you eat for recovery? How to eat your pre-workout meals before you eat, your post-workout meals, your intra-workout meals, what you eat in the middle of the workout as well. All of those come together to play a massive role in building muscle. So these are very, very important, okay? So like I said, the first step and most important step is knowledge and execution in training and nutrition, okay? So that's number 1. Okay, so like I've been talking about in my previous live streams, knowledge is power, okay? That brings us to the end of number 1. Number 2, okay? We need to put in consistency, okay? Consistency is super important. See, a lot of people want to get bigger, but bodybuilding is more of a marathon than a sprint. You're not going to get jacked arms in one day, okay? I've been training for over 13 years plus. And even so, I'm still training, I still keep it consistent with my training. It doesn't mean that you're going to get jacked in one day, but some people might. Everyone's got different genetics. Some people will get jacked very quickly. Once they touch weights, they're going to get jacked, and, they don't have to do they don't have to do much, but the average person has to actually train for quite a while to build the muscle, and that's where it becomes very challenging. And this is why this is one of the biggest secrets as well too. That's why it's number 2 on the list. Consistency. Even if you weren't training as hard, and I'll give you guys a little tip. If you guys weren't even training as hard, but you were training very consistently over a couple of years, you are still going to notice progress. So this is where one of my favorite quotes by my guy James Clear about 1% progress is huge, because he said if you are 1% doing 1% better each day, okay, and that's being consistent and celebrating your smaller wins, you will be exponentially 36% better by the end of the year, which hits home and makes you think, you need to celebrate your small wins. It's not all about, lifting 500 kilos in one day and that's it, because you can give everything you got and lift 500 kilos in one day, but then tomorrow, if you can't lift, you've got, a 500 kilo video on Instagram or YouTube that's going to last you a lifetime, which is pretty cool, but you haven't really achieved your goal that you've set, if that makes any sort of sense, unless that's your goal, of course. But what I'm trying to say is basically you need to celebrate your smaller wins, okay? You need to time yourself and be consistent, okay? So here's a chart, okay? This is your consistency and this is your quality, okay? You need to still be able to bring some quality. It doesn't have to be everything, just a little bit of quality, okay? And then consistency, okay? Because sometimes it's hard to be able to keep consistency and quality on par. But the beauty of muscle building and training is you don't have to train balls to the wall, as in like go crazy every single day with your training. Okay. Once you master consistency and you've got a flow going on, then you start to bring up the quality, then quality, then quality. So first of all, the first thing, get your ass in the gym. Get your ass training. Work on your actual goals that you want to work on. Don't focus on what Kwame is doing or Ronnie Coleman is doing because he's lifting heavier weights. But what you can learn from us in that instance is actually the consistency and how often we are in the gym and how often we're training. But you don't have to be lifting as much as any bodybuilder you see on the internet or any fitness person you see on the internet. You don't have to lift us. Just go at your pace. Okay, that's very, very important. Okay. Number 3, I talked about consistency, but I didn't really talk about frequency of training, okay? So this is very specific more to different muscle groups, okay? Now with basically most and any muscle groups, if you can recover fast enough, you can train them again, okay? And if you actually focus, that's why this frequency and recovery number 3 tie in together, because your recovery is important, okay? But if you can recover fast enough, so I need you to focus on your recovery, that's very important. But also if you can also you can recover, hit those muscle groups again if it's a goal. Okay, if I want to build up my arms, I'll try and increase my arm days, but I need them to recover. So make recovery and frequency. Okay, so first of all, make sure you get enough sleep. There's no point overtraining yourself and going so hard and having 2 hours of sleep. It's not going to serve you well. So you gotta be very, very mindful of these things. Make sure you're sleeping well. Make sure you're recovering well, because these are very, very important when it comes to building of muscle. You guys know the process of building muscle. You get microscopic tears and you recover and to build that muscle bulk. So if you don't add that recovery in, you ain't gonna be growing. You grow when you're sleeping, baby. You do. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Is like, yes, you can train. Yes, you can watch all the motivational videos of going every day and kick ass, whatever it is. But that doesn't really serve you any purpose if you don't recover enough. So you need to focus on your recovery as well too. So that brings me to the end of all my 3 secrets for training as well. Now, while we're on here, I've got a little bit of time left. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Now, I want to say a massive shout out to Graph Language, because he was my last person to donate. And also has been very, very supportive of most of my live streams. He's always been here. I always shout out everyone that donates into my live stream, because I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you guys that are even just on here in the first place. I appreciate every single thing. But it's just a special thanks to everyone that's donated, because of course it is my time as well too. And I really, I value yours and I value mine as well at the same time. But it helps me and motivates me to keep coming on more. Okay, Universe has a question. Say you're a bodybuilder and you have more stomach. Would it be better for them if they injured their stomach or chest than a person who is leaner with abs and less stomach? Okay, let me try and process this one. So you're a bodybuilder and you have more of a stomach. Would it be better for them if they injured their stomach or chest than a person who is leaner with abs? Or do you mean I need a little bit more on your question. Do you mean will it be better if I trained more of my stomach or chest than a person who is leaner with abs? Oh, who you mean? I get you now. You're saying who will the injury affect more? See, the thing is, it depends on what kind of injury you actually got. If it's an internal organ. So the crazy thing is, fat actually has a role it plays in the body. So if you had more of a stomach and you were holding more body fat, your fats actually protect your organs. Okay, so they actually cushion your organs. So if it was like let's say an organ injury, then my idea would be ideally it would be better for someone who had more of a stomach than someone who was leaner, because they have less body fat to basically protect their organs, if that makes any sort of sense. But it depends on the type of injury. It depends if it's a muscle or hernia injury. If it's a muscle injury, someone who's leaner is probably ideally better, just in the sense of when it goes to like a surgery or something, most of the time it is easier for to be performed when someone is leaner at the same time. So I hope I'm answering your question. I'll just trying to grasp the concepts of your question first and make sure I'm actually answering it properly as well too. So yeah, that's a good question though. That's very different. I've never heard that one before. But yeah, thanks for that. So does anyone have any more questions? Do you guys have any more questions at all? If not, I'll keep it nice, short, and sweet. And yeah, it's been a pleasure having you guys on. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that continues to come on, to everyone that continues to support me. If you're not already following my Instagram at Kwame Dua, make sure you check it out. My TikTok, Kwame Dua Official. I've actually posted something very funny there today. And my Facebook, BB Kwame, as well. I post very different content on different platforms. So yeah, if you guys want to just keep up to date with more, feel free to check them out. Check out KXK Fitness. That's where I get all my equipment from: my elbow sleeves, knee sleeves, belts, every single thing, arm blasters, and so much more. And I got a special code as well too. It's KXK10. So use it to save on any sort of discounts you want. Of course, I'm wearing Riderwear apparel. So if you need any gym apparel, Riderwear, use my code Kwame10 and save. And of course, massive shout out to my sponsors for supplements, BSN. Whew, steal the show, baby. Steal the show. Always ready to steal the show. If you need any supplements, don't hesitate to check out BSN. I just want to say a big thank you guys for joining my stream. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much.